It's interesting that Ishmael introduced the poets tonight because he just came from St. Louis. And I lived in St. Louis for quite a while, you know. Became a devotee of that particular cultural ethos, you might say, you know, if you want to call it that. But during my time in St. Louis, I went from a particular view of St. Louis to a real view of St. Louis. My first view of St. Louis was fairly romantic, you know, until I walked into town one day and saw a whole lot of people with knives in their hands greeting me like this, you know. And I began to understand what St. Louis is about, you know, at this particular time. Poem is called Why I Left St. Louis, Soliloquy, because they will make up your dying bed blues. And it begins with a quote from an old blues man named Lil Walter, and it says, next time you see me, things won't be the same. Next time you see me, things won't be the same. And if it hurts you, my darling, you only got yourself to blame. We begin. My hair wouldn't grow. The ground puffed up like a dead sack of tears filled with my own madness. I had to try and turn my head into a flower because only fire would vocalize my face. I was standing in the shadow of love, getting ready for the heartbreak to come. Blood was a channeled seal gathered into the soles of my feet. Everywhere I stepped, the weak claimed they would inherit the earth from beneath the dirge of their latest defeat. Men, women, and children pushing and driving my arms straight back into my own chest. The best blood in the world was flowing through the streets of St. Louis, and it was standing in the shadow of love, getting ready for his heartbreak to come. Now, I was ugly in St. Louis, but there's one thing I could see. If I was ugly in St. Louis, everybody else was uglier than me. The elegance of music, the spirit of skies, the eloquence of murder, the salt of the earth tap dancing on the rims of the universe backwards, upside down, in reverse, laughing out loud, the 5 meanest minds in town. The flowing elliptical science of the 41 Magnum standing in the shadow of love, getting ready for the heartbreak to come. For fun, we used to shoot out the hearts of trees. We brought the sun to its knees. Between the 7th octave of blue and the 8th one of new, our disease, exposed by its own tenderness, was finally standing in the shadow of love, pleading for the heartache to come. Yes, I was ugly in St. Louis, but there's one thing I could see. If I was ugly in St. Louis, everybody else was uglier than me. The Dogtown chants of snake doctors. The face of a Puerto Rican astronaut closed in asbestos. 8 times 8 bars, the dancing god of the moon shattered our repose, and 8 times 8 bars, we had to break the motherfucker's nose. Singing, we don't need no sympathy, baby. We just showed up to reclaim the half of our minds that you say remain. Our truth like a snaggled tooth stabbing you in the circle of time, a wine-soaked look, a pus-filled sack of holy books. The abstract truth we took to mean something had meaning finally drove us down screaming under the merciless black chrysalis of consciousness. So if this is prison, I think you know why. That as the warden, you got to die, baby, standing in the shadow of love, certain that your heartache has come. Everybody had a gun in St. Louis. Everybody had a gun in St. Louis. And in the hole where I was known as a jelly roll, I had to have 2. Singing, I'm going up to the country, don't know what I'm going to do. Got one lady with me, Lord, sure would like to have 2. Say, I'm going to the country. Mama, don't you want to go? We ate luminous grass in St. Louis. We chanted with the great birds. We broke mirrors with the Chinese cooks to show them that they could stand with us in the shadow of love, being certain that their heartache would come. We made bones for jellyfish. We eagle boogied into the rivers of eternity as we stood in the shadow of love, certain that our heartbreaks would come. To find yourself in the dark in St. Louis is to know that you've been found. Because the niggas are like sharks running at blood in St. Louis after the sun goes down. Well, in St. Louis, dying is easy because they will make up your dying bed. Well, now dying in St. Louis is easy, and you can be sure that you will be dead. Just stand relaxed, and then you fall, cut down by a cannonball. Blood flows out, and then you're through. Careful, man, because dying is all there is to do. Now, you can be ugly in St. Louis, but they will always be uglier than you. Yes, dying will be easy because that's all there is to do. Vampire woman with murderous shells say, if you won't love me, you won't love nobody else. Man, get up in the morning and don't make a sound. Feed your rider and you lay back down. Her nigga break in and you call his bluff. He pulls out a razor and chops you up, and you don't die but wish you could, saying, why me? And if dying is so easy, tell me what I have to do. Yes, dying will be easy except for a fool like you. Man, if they accuse you of murder, you got to go out and kill. If they accuse you of forgery, you got to go out and fill the town with your name. If they put you on the rock farm, you're going to get ridden like the morning train from behind the 3 candy bars you left lying on your bunk. They ring your mind like the evening bell, and you won't have no story to tell except how they busted your head and dragged your eyes into the sea. But your voice floats out to the far country saying, I might not rob nobody, but I still ain't scared to steal. And if dying is easy, and if you just have to deal, now you can be ugly in St. Louis, but you know your life is through, because all those St. Louis niggas, they are uglier than you, and they find dying easy because that's all they know how to do. The grand style stoned. Yeah, nigga, I knew Capone, filing the coldest memory. The imagination taut, then sweeping, touched, then dreaming of a bulletproof vest as the only American metaphor. Some soul racked and wandering, the chariots of morning flailing the face of the wind, filling spaces that do not want to be filled, saying, I wouldn't mind dying, blood, taking that last long fall. I mean, I wouldn't mind dying because that's all I came here to do. Now, if you come at me like a woman, I won't kill you like a man. If you come at me like a woman, I won't kill you like a man. I'll kill you like someone I love, or I'll do the best I can. Blow your mind. Break your spine, have you walking lame, have you talking dumb, have you feeling numb. Dance in a canal. Spring in the air where you can be captured like trees, lingering at the corner, leaning into the leaves, where I am kissing you goodbye. You say you're free to live, but I say you're free to die. If you come at me like a woman, I won't kill you like a man. If you come at me like a woman, I won't kill you like a man. I'll kill you like someone I love, or I'll do the best I can. If you come at me like a boat, I'll tear the wind out of your sail. If you come at me from a dungeon, I'll drive a nail deep into your heart. If you come jumping at me like a train, I'll tear the tie out of your rail. But if you come at me like a woman, I won't kill you like a man. If you come at me like a woman, I won't kill you like a man. I'll kill you like someone I love, or I'll do the best I can.